So hello everyone, today we are with Mr.
Lee.
Mr. Lee. Okay, may you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Mr. Lee. I'm from Kuantan. I'm 26 years old.
Oh, so what's your occupation?
I'm a doctor.
Oh, really? So, Kuantan which part?
Bukit Setangkor.
Oh, Bukit Selangor, I see. Oh, near from me.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so my first question is, how did you learn both Chinese and Malay languages?
Okay, so I learned Mandarin or Cantonese because I'm Cantonese, which is a Chinese dialect at home, while acquiring a Malay at school. Yeah, this is mainly how we learn our languages.
Oh, I see. So what challenges did you face in mastering both?
So this bilingual environment presents some challenges, such as we have to master different scripts because the Chinese characters uses a different, whereas Malay uses Latin alphabet. There's also varying tones in Chinese languages which we have to master. Additionally, there's cultural nuances embedded in each language can complicate the understanding of both languages. However, being proficient in both languages enhance our cultural identity, allowing us to connect deeply with our Chinese heritage, and at the same time with the Malaysian society, fostering a unique hybrid identity for us.
I see. Alright, let's move on to the next question. So, would you say that your communication style, Chinese versus Chinese, is more direct or indirect?
I think Chinese tends to be more indirect than direct. We often use nuanced language to convey meaning while avoiding confrontation. This style is aligned with traditional Chinese norms, where context and implications play a significant role.
I see. So, how do you think this differs from Malay culture?
So, in contrast, I think Malay communication can be more straightforward, but still value politeness and subtlety to maintain social harmony. This difference can lead to misunderstandings, as Chinese can perceive Malay directness as bluntness, while Malays can view the indirect style of Chinese as evasive.
Oh, I see. So, how do you interpret the role of non-verbal communication in Chinese culture?
Non-verbal communication in Chinese culture is significant, with gestures, facial expressions, and eye contact conveying emotions and intentions. For instance, maintaining eye contact signifies respect and attentiveness, while a slight nod can indicate agreement.
I see. So, compared to with this non-verbal communication as you said just now, so how does this compare to Malay culture? What do you think?
I think in Malay culture, non-verbal cues are also essential, but they often lean towards softer expressions and more subdued gestures to promote harmony. While both cultures value non-verbal communication, the styles can differ. I think Malaysian Chinese is more expressive, while Malays are more restrained.
So, how do you think is personal space important in Chinese culture?
In Chinese culture, personal space varies based on the context. In urban settings, we may be accustomed to closer proximity due to crowded environments, but in professional contexts, a more respectful distance is maintained.
So, do you notice any differences when interacting with Malay?
I noticed that Malay cultures generally permit closer interactions, particularly in informal settings. This difference can lead to varying interpretations of personal space. The Chinese might find Malays' closeness comfortable, while Malays may view the Chinese preference for space as distant or a bit too formal.
I see. So as you growing up in Kuantan, right? Growing up in a multicultural society, so how do the different cultural spaces, such as home, you've inhabited, influence your sense of identity?
So growing up in a multicultural society allows us to inhabit diverse cultural spaces. shaping our culture, shaping our identity significantly. At home, traditional Chinese customs are emphasized, while community interactions would include Malay traditions. This dual exposure fosters a hybrid identity, blending elements from both cultures. The ability to navigate these spaces enhance our sense of belonging and adaptability as we learn to appreciate and integrate different cultural practices.
I see. Alright, so let's move on to the next question, which is number 6. How would you describe the concept of time in Chinese culture, especially in punctuality?
So in Chinese culture, time is viewed linearly with a strong emphasis on punctuality, particularly in business and formal settings. Being late can be seen as disrespectful.
Oh yeah, so different from Malay, I think.
Yeah.
So next question, when dealing with conflicts, do you prefer direct approach or avoid confrontation?
So I think Chinese typically prefer to avoid direct confrontation in conflicts, using indirect communication to express concerns and maintain harmony. This aligns with traditional Chinese values of face saving and relationship preservation.
See. So do you believe that the language you speak influence how you perceive the world?
I think the language spoken by a Chinese profoundly influence our worldview. Chinese language might emphasize values related to family, hierarchy and collectivism, shaping how we perceive authority and community.
I see. So how does that differ to Malay in your opinion?
Malay, I think, Malays on the other hand enhance appreciation for social harmony and community cohesion. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Alright. So in Malay, we used to use phrases maaf zahir dan batin in Malay for apologizing. So how do Chinese typically handle apologize?
So in Chinese culture, apologies are often formal and may require acknowledging specific wrongs and reflecting a sense of accountability. Forgiveness is valued but can take time, as we may need to process emotions before reconciling.
I see. So, alright. So, as we know, silence may have different meanings according to each culture. So, how does silence perceive in Chinese culture?
In Chinese culture, silence can signify contemplation, respect, or a strategic pause in conversation. It may be interpreted positively, reflecting thoughtfulness or the weight of a situation.
I see. Alright. So, alright. I think that's all. That's all from me. Thank you, Mr. Lee, for joining